Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We are here with the Pure Racing EXP event. I am Honk. Gonna be bringing y'all today's action. We got the lovely flyer provided by Flabster. Thank you so much for that. We've already got the people in the chat hanging out, ready to go. They actually already got the lobby up as well. Gonna be headed in eventually. Will be just a moment. Go ahead and get everything set up on my end. Here is our lobby. We've got, of course, Top, who is running the tournament. We've got Kaimak, Flabster, Anakin, Maddie07, and Mickey. Some of the names from the Endurance, the Simmy's Endurance that we are covering. And also some new ones here. Of course, no completely new names, right? But some good faces to have back around here. As you can see, the lap count is going to be low. These will be more normal lap counts than typically with the events that I cover. You know, I cover a lot of endurance events, a lot of halfway endurance type stuff. This is going to be shorter races. And the main twist is that we are going to be picking the car at random. So of course we've got rookie stock cars. So for today it is going to be the RC Bandit, Dust Mite, Fat Slug, Colonel Moss, Harvester, Dr. Grudge, Sprinter XL, and Vulcan Turbo. I've got all of those on a wheel here for us. Let's try it. Yep, there we go, right there. And I'm going to be spinning the wheel to decide the car. But we can veto it if a majority of the people want to skip the car, then it will be taken off the wheel and it can't be chosen anymore for the rest of the session. I think this skip can only be applied to 3 cars though. I already saw people plotting about banning the Fat Slug. Wow, really? Go for the Sprinter XL. No, actually don't go for this. The Sprinter XL is very fun to watch. Don't go for the Fat Slug. Yeah, release the slug upon the masses. Do not ban the slug. All jokes aside, it's whatever the racers want. It's up to the racers here. I, of course, will be able to use the slug in my spectator position, regardless of if they are racing the slug or not. So it looks like Pokers and Kotick can't make it, so we should be headed in shortly. As for our track list today, we're gonna have 5 groups of 3, so 15 tracks in total. But like I said, the lap count is going to be like 4 to 6 laps. So it's kind of like an IO session, very enjoyable. Every 3 tracks, we will spin a random new car. So, you know, this will be fun. This is kind of like, it's going to be a weekly event on the weekends, which is a cool little twist, but it's not like endurance where, you know, people's fingers are falling off halfway through the event and they have to do their best. Okay, but I'm being told to spin, and indeed I've been waiting for this moment. So let's go ahead and see it. We do have a shout out though. Let's see if this helps us roll the slug. We've got Mike is the yike, Slug is the pog. We've got Dust Mite is the goat. But also Mickey saying you can ban the Dust Mite, no one likes it. Okay, so mixed feelings on the Dust Mite here. We got Kilobaris in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. We are spinning, we are spinning. It's looking like a Sprinter to start us off. Interesting, possibly a controversial pick. Definitely a way to start off with some heat. I think some people would say that this is their favorite car in rookies. It has a really fun way to drive. I think this will be a good way to start us off, but also there might be people who want to skip. It looks like everyone, yeah, I'm not surprised to see people not skipping Sprinter XL. I think this is a great way to start us off here. We got Kilobars in Dust We Trust. People trusted in the Dust. We got all sorts of. I did not expect the Dust Mite to be such a controversial character in the RV community. We've got Kippy in the house as well. Much love to you, Kippy. Always great to have you in here. Okay, so we will have first 4 tracks. We are going to be racing on Santorini, Fairground 2, and Aspenside. And then I believe we're swapping after that. Now, as always, once we load in, I do have to freeze for just a moment. Sorry that you're not going to be able to see the start. But we do have to handle some business on our side really quick. Alright, he did say 3 checks. And we do have the radar visible here. Top going to be leading the race so far. Oh! Mickey and Anakin. Oh my god. Yeah. I was going to say, that is a scary part of the track. Of course, with rookies, these cars are going to be... I'd say Sprinter XL is one of the harder rookies to drive well. But even with the rookies, going to be... I didn't think about that either, but the decline turns are an issue as well. Flapster's leading. Kaimak with some issues. Maddie getting wrapped around. Mickey running into the wall, and Anakin running into the wall as well. Flapster's going to be breaking away, but can't quite escape Top. Let's see if Top can hunt him down. Certainly looks like he has the advantage going into it. This windy area, but actually, okay. Top on the inside. This is a scary area right here, though. The decline turns. Top turns way early going into it. Flaps are going for more of a wall bang. Slows it down around. But Top runs into the wall. Takes over the lead on the ramp, but runs straight into it. Flapster will be able to hold on to the lead. 34 meters ahead of Kaimak and crew. We got Maddie and Mickey back here as well. Makakowski. The spin. There's the overtake from Top, just like that. The question is, though, the decline turn. Beautifully done, beautifully done. Love that extra wall bang from Flapster as well. We've got a close 1v1 from Mickey and Maddie, though, the two M's. Intense. Oh, kind of a strange way to wreck. He's able to repo and stay up above, but he's causing absolute chaos in the back here. Oh my god, spinning them both out and saying, oh, did I do that? Oh, my bad. Top still in the lead, out in first on lap 5, and the decline turns were not an issue for either driver, but that ramp jump definitely going to be an issue for Flapster. Now the question is, will Top make a mistake through this area? If not, it's going to be him taking it over Flapster. Despite Flapster having the lead for most of the race, it doesn't look like Top's going to be giving it up here, except for this area right here, which is fine for him this time around. No bump on the wall. He's going to be able to roll it straight in with the first place finish. We'll go ahead and see. Maddie spinning out. The overtake's coming out. Mickey overtakes. Anakin can't quite get around him. Anakin barely losing out on that one. Kaimak in reverse to finish us off. Mickey said, I'm proud of that repo. I think I know what repo he was talking about. That was an interesting one for sure. All right. Top, the creator of the event, getting his first win in the first race, stealing that one. from Peru's representative Flapser. Peru in the house, absolutely. Ooh, okay, I thought oh my goodness, look at that hue. Look at that hue. And Maddie says, RIP my FPS. Yeah, this is one of the more intensive tracks, actually, in this game. You gotta go around, loop around. Most of the drivers on the same page. Flapser in the lead once more, but just because he's been in the lead doesn't necessarily mean he's been able to lock it in. Going around the long way, but wait, hold on, he's still holding on to the lead. The other's taking the more risky path through the merry-go-round, but it's gonna be fine. The bumps, yeah, the jump bumps for the Sprinter XL, bit of an issue. No problem. Okay, not quite no problem. Maddie and Kaimak, some issues through the bumper cars. That is a set path that those bumper cars take. Always gotta be careful on the jumps with the Sprinter XL. It can come out of nowhere. Anakin going to be leading, top, hunting him down. Crossroad here. Oh, narrowly avoided. Do they both take the jump up? Well done. Oh, unfortunate for Flapser. Let's see, Maddie going the other way around. Oh, I like it, the riskiest of the risky paths. And it does pay off. But in the meantime, Top and Anakin headed over the bumpers. Okay, Top's there at a good time. Taking the other path, the alternate path. Interesting. I mean, it certainly seemed to pay off. Anakin, 24 meters. As they start lap 3, again, the crossroad. Anakin getting far out of the way. Where's Maddie? Okay, Maddie out in third a little bit. The bump. But we got more bumps ahead for both of these drivers, right? So I want to catch this. This is one of the riskiest parts. Can't be turning too hard. Anakin manages to hold on. But Top is definitely gaining ground through here. Gotta be careful about the path they're choosing. Wow, okay. And Anakin goes over to the side this time around. Ooh, Top wasn't ready for it. All right, final lap coming up. We'll see the jump. We'll head over to some of the other racers. Top has to move his path a little bit. Good response. Flapser trying to fight Mickey for fourth. Kaimak. All right, we go back to Top and Anakin. That is going to be an issue for Top. But it's not too much of an issue. It seems like Maddie struggled as well. Mickey, kind of everybody running into this a bit. Let's see Anakin out in first, gets through. And now it's going to be really difficult for Top to catch. But really, everyone is kind of out in no man's land right now. Not too much happening. Let's look at Flapser and Mickey. Anakin will be able to finish up. A good comeback from his first race. They will be finishing up the fairgrounds without too much happening. Kaimak going to be finding his way as well. And we'll go over to the final track for the Sprinter XL, which is going to be Aspenside. Now, my question is, once this Aspenside race finishes, will Sprinter XL still be an option that can be spun? Or will that be gone? We'll find out shortly. Getting back into here, Maddie did get the pole position, but some ferocious driving, maybe a little bit too ferocious from the looks of Anakin. Mickey nosing his way around. The big bump, though, it's always the decline turns. It looks like it's going to be another issue, mostly through there. Of course, well done by Maddie. But cutting the inside, and again, Hop won't quite be able to catch. We get to the decline. See, it's easy enough to not wreck, but there's a lot of optimization that can happen there. That can really get racers back into the game. A lot of speed advantage from top, but it goes into bumping the rear end of Maddie. He does manage to get around him cleanly, though. Well done. Oh, Maddie cuts a little bit too hard on that one. Just going to be thankful to not fall behind Flapster at this point. Trying to... Can't quite get around him. Big turn. Beautifully done by Flapster. Maintains complete control. If he can do that a couple more times. Oh, trying for the cutoff, though. Goes a little bit aggressive. Anakin gets 2 positions out of it, though. Anakin going to be very thick. Ooh, loses it in an instant, though. Actually is able to still hold out against Flapster, but only for a moment as Flapster does manage to get around him. Oh, that was actually, I felt like that was so beautiful from Anakin. And then he just had that one little tap and it all went sideways. Final lap here. It's gone by quickly. Top out in the lead, trying to score another win. What else we got? It's all ducks in a row here. Not much to say about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as I say that, Anakin just gets around over on the side. How did that even happen? Where did that come from? Flapster gonna be finishing out in 4th, still beating out Mickey there. Okay. And that will be the last track. We will now be spinning. Okay. Remove the sprinter. That is what we will do. As we have yet another car ready to be spun. I'm just upset this one doesn't go dun 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 dun. Dust Mite, the most controversial car out here apparently, is going to be winning. We've got Mickey immediately saying skip. Let me show you all the reactions. Let's see the reactions. Okay. Yeah, you're right, Kippy. I will. Yeah. OG saying skip. Is that skip? We have 3 people say it, I believe. I think we have to get 4, right? To get majority. Everyone's holding their skips for the fat slug. All right, it looks like we're moving to the Dust Mite. Didn't get enough. Mite is the yike. I just might be him. Am I right? I just might be him. I just might be him. Kippy, I am praying that we have the slug in this piece eventually. But it's possible that we don't. It all comes down to the wheel. The almighty RNG will determine our fates for this session. The beautiful purple and yellow and with the green accents. Absolutely amazing looking car. People having different opinions on how the car drives itself, but first test. And everyone's passing through that incline turn. Can be pretty... Oh, but actually the bridge causing some issues. Flopping around there, pretty much everyone. Big jump. I like the way Flapster sets himself up. The slope. There it is. There it is. That's kind of what I was worried about. Yeah, it seems like the bridge was an issue for top as well. We've got this head-to-head between Anakin and Maddie. Maddie out in the lead, but Anakin has been ferocious. First race wasn't really his vibe. But he's been the main person passing people up on stream. Has been Anakin. He's going to try to do it again, but can't quite get around Maddie. Maddie veers into the wall of that slope. Some bridge issues. Top getting some good speed advantage. Anakin almost running into the ramp, which isn't a place you want to be landing, but he does manage to avoid that. Maddie defending ferociously, but gotta go outside a little bit. Yep, with the turn. Top. Oh my god. Whoa. Oh my god. All the cars getting stacked up. Anakin causing a 4-car pileup. Flaps is going to make him pay for it. Unless, no, Flaps is going to be able to hold on to third place. We start lap 5 of 6. We'll check back in on first, second in a moment. But right now, this pileup is intense. Flaps is going to be leading. But what about this incline turn? The bumps. Flapster loses to Kaimak. Now going to be fighting for his life here. But Anakin, we all know what Anakin's been doing here today. And he just had Top absolutely obliterate him. So he might be feeling a little bit sour about that. Let's see the turn. Does he do anything crazy? Doesn't. You really could just prey on the mistakes, but goes for the inside there. Gets a good bridge RNG. What happened to Kaimak? Oh, poor Kaimak gonna wipe out, going all the way to the back. Anakin, it looks like it's gonna be Maddie, Top, Anakin, Flapster, Mickey, and Kaimak to finish us off. We've got Lopesca in the house. Yeah, Dust Mite's hitbox is certainly a spectacle here. The troubles with the bridge was very interesting. We're also going to be racing Mysterious Toyvolt Factory 1 as well as Swan Street with the Dust Mite. So those are two potentially interesting ones, especially Swan Street. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how that one's going to go. It could be pretty straightforward, because of the slower speed, but also I think that the early part of Swan Street could throw him off. All right. Big turn right here. Has the potential to throw people off, but they actually already set up for it. Only one racer going to get caught out there. The rest are going to be ripping through. Anakin gets a big lead early on. The drop, no problem. And now this area, extremely chill. It feels like this area is basically a gimme. But as I say that, Top is trying to use the advantage of it by just cutting that corner and getting on the inside of Flapster. He can't quite push him out of the way. They're actually going to go for the final lap setup, I feel like. But since the cars are slow, they can manage. That's an interesting decision, but it's still going to be Anakin with a large lead. Maddie and Top getting around. Mickey trying to chase. I like the cutoff there from Mickey. Not quite going to work in his favor, though. Maddie and Top. Top has been really aggressive on these turns. He's really, he goes a little bit too aggressive. Bumps off the wall, and that will set him back a bit. In fact, Mickey is going to be able to pass him up. Anakin going for the extra speed. And but he has to slow down through that area. Is it better? Is it not? It feels kind of negligible. We can watch a little bit closer on the next lap because we do have 2 more laps to go. Anakin and Maddie. Maddie is just getting this advantage out of nowhere. Pretty conservative from both of them on cutting the corner. Maddie's like, oh, you're going that way? Okay, I'll go this way. Damn, the might loses so much through there. But then you got to be really clean if you're going to go the other way. Maddie still keeps it competitive, though. Anakin. Beautiful. Oh, my God. Don't have enough speed to try to jump over with these rookie class cars. Jump over the head of one of the other drivers, I mean. Gotta go aggressive here. Just gonna be accepting the second place, it seems like. Unless he can make a little bit of a time loss from whatever happened there. And it should cement Anakin. Is going to be locking it in. Top in third. Flapster in fourth. Mickey. Crazy attempt on that cutoff. Kaimak going to be locking up as well as we finish up Toy Volt Factory. We are going to be going in. Flapster asks, can we skip now? he wants to retroactively skip Dust Mite. Maybe just forget that these last 2 tracks ever happened. But we are going to be doing Swan Volt for our last track. Well, quick start here into Swan Volt. This is kind of the area that I'm worried about for these Dust Mites. One car going into the water. Yeah, taking it way too aggressive. Maddie's going to take a dip as well. Top overtaking one. Top overtakes another. I'm telling you, his cornering ability with the Dust Mite has been pretty crazy. He gets straight up to Anakin. On the downslope turn. Not doing anything too crazy. Wide into the turn for Top. Onto the bridge. Kind of an awkward angle. I mean, it works out. I'm worried about the bridges after seeing Botanical Gardens. Not going to lie. And the spin. Anakin is going to give up that first place. I feel like Anakin has been such a rock in today's session so far. But he does buckle there against Top. But Top gives it back. One of those psychological things. It's, you get to the top and then you give it right back. And this battle continues. OG saying, Flapster, we told you. Yeah, we'll check in on Flapster in just a moment. Although I did see him in third place just for a second there. We'll see their decline turn. He's going to be able to keep it inside against Mickey. So defending. They're kind of boosting each other. And it actually made Flapster destabilize. Oh, Top is going to be spinning out around the bridge. I told y'all. I was worried about the bridges on. Oh, he chains it together, bouncing off the wall, but he does. Flapster bounces off of him. He's going to say thank you very much, Flapster, and Flapster is going to be back down into fourth as Maddie and Top use him as a springboard up the corporate ladder here. Goes Top. Second place, 60 meters, is Anakin. Anakin's got that. Oh my god. I was too focused on the fact that Anakin is going to get a smooth and easy first to notice that Top just lost his easy second. Flapster and Maddie. Now this is going to be chaos because they might not slow down. They might just bump into each other. Not going to go to... See, if it was me, I might just do it. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm a little bit chaotic. I might just do it, but it's not the final lap yet, so they feel like they want to keep it locked in here. Top again with this wide turn. We'll see if it works out for him. The idea is to get the car 4 wheels set up properly before you do the jump from the bridge. Maddie is actually going to lose a position out of nowhere. A little bit of slide. Nothing too major. Top's been messing up this area. He is going to survive it this time around. Continue to hunt down Flapster. Flapster trying to get a silver here with the Dust Mite. Flapster decides to go... Ooh, yeah. Top has been going for high speed, wide angles. And Mickey took advantage of that. Or I'm sorry, Maddie took advantage of that. Let's cut him right off. Top driving in reverse, but losing speed. Now Mickey may try to cut off here. Mickey's not going to be able to do that. Flapster and Maddie. Flapster finishes up in second. Nothing too major here as he bounces off of the picture of the swan. Please, sir, don't touch the swans. Don't touch the swan pictures on Swan Street. You really shouldn't do that. Okay. We are going to go to the next car change before we head into our next set of 3 tracks. Let's go ahead and get the wheel. We will be removing Dust Mite and choosing another car. Looking like some Vulcan Turbo. Anybody hate some Vulcan Turbo? We like Vulcan Turbo? Any opinions on Vulcan Turbo? Top immediately says skip. Maddie says skip. We need 2 more. 2 more. OG says we hate Turbo. Skip. They disagree. They disagree. They disagree. I'm with ya. I'm with ya. It's a Vulcan Turbo situation. We are going to be taking the Vulcan Turbo over to Medieval Redux to start us off. 5 laps there. Then we'll be headed into Ghost Town 1, followed up by Galaxy World 1. I don't know if I've ever raced on Galaxy World 1, so that's going to be an interesting one for sure. Medieval Redux, we are going to be taking it back in time. And yeah, I love the atmosphere of this track. But the question is, how will it race? Vulcan Turbo is a pretty chill, pretty straightforward car. So we'll see who that benefits the most. Mickey Bolt says, I like it. ROG in the house, in La Casa, welcome in. Says they need to all play races with Creaky Leaky. Okay, actually Top, oh my god. I'm telling y'all, Top has been the cornering king. Been really good at nailing those. Mickey asked for a re. Might have been AFK. Okay, I know. Top is gonna hate that one, but it is what it is. And then they bump off the wall. Top and Flapster getting the short end of the stick that time around. Maddie going to be in the lead, followed by Anakin with his cool Vulcan Turbo reskin there. Now there is the blind turn here that you got to be prepared. Oh my god, what happened to Mickey there? Maddie and Mickey and Maddie. Kai-Mac is going to be tapping the wall as well. Anakin and Top seem to be the only 2 surviving so far. We do have Flapster here as well, pretty close behind. Big S turn. Actually clean. Pretty clean. Both of them tap the inside wall though. Top going really wide on these turns, but it's into a ramp and you get all that speed and you carry it into the ramp. It's actually kind of genius. He overtakes Anakin with it. Flapster still in the game. Big turn coming up. Top probably going to do it again, but this will let Anakin in on the inside. Oh, Top still manages to be in the lead. The idea is good from Anakin, but Top went so wide that he wasn't really able to block him off. S turn. Two laps to go. Anakin losing a little bit of edge through there. Not going to be able to block. Again, Top. Looks like Flaps are struggling. That's going to allow Maddie an inside here. Flaps are defending. Oh, you can see him just crawling at a snail's pace up that ramp as they drop. This three-way battle going on hot. We're going to tune back in around this turn. Let's let him get through this S turn. Oh, Maddie spins around. Let's check out the S turn. Flapster and Mickey. And they're good. Oh, unfortunately, in that time, we did miss out. Anakin is going to be leading this race by 25 meters now against Top. And again, this is Anakin's race to lose. Unfortunate time to tune away. S turn for Anakin. And he will wrap it up. Flapster and Mickey. Simple enough. And Anakin continuing to tear it up. Next track is going to be Ghost Town 1, a family favorite. A classic stock track. That will be followed up by Galaxy World 1, which again, I think this will be my first viewing of Galaxy World 1, so that's quite interesting. Maddie in the lead early on, but the bump into the wall out of nowhere. Top takes it over. U-turn through the gallows. Okay, Anakin fighting for his life. Able to get, the trouble areas on pros are not the same as the trouble areas on rookies. It works out a little bit differently. It's really interesting to see. Sometimes the car's hull is the biggest problem, rather than the parameters, rather than the track itself. Kaimak does bump off. Of course, the gallows turn. Oh, Maddie gets turned around during it at some point. Mickey is able to scoot on into third place. And again, we've got Anakin and we've got Top at the top two. This has been a common trend that we have seen here for today's race. Top and Anakin have been on fire so far. Through the gallows. We'll see everyone go through the gallows. Back to Mickey. I've been all over it with the names today. I've been all over the place with the names today. Alright, starting off lap 4 is going to be, of course, Top leading the race. U-turn. Catch them all again. Flapster and Maddie continuing to go down. Okay. Intense battle here. This could be a good opportunity. Maddie continues to play quite defensively. Gallows. The spin. Flapster takes full advantage of it right there. The gallows continuing to be the spot for the passes, but it's not a huge pass. He didn't wreck Maddie or anything like that. And we actually do have a pretty intense three-way battle for second place as the drivers start their final laps here. Flapster falling a little bit back though on Anakin. Anakin and Top have definitely had the pace going. Gallows. Maddie floors it through there. Not gonna... Okay, I thought he might take a risk there. He's got 50-meter advantage on Mickey. Might as well just try a bump or something. It goes on the inside, but Flapster takes it back. Oh, that was nasty. Really nice attempt by Maddie. Insane defense by Flapster as well. As we finish that one up. And head on over to our last track for this grouping, which is going to be Galaxy World 1. Interesting track so far, very reminiscent of Game Room. But I'd take a million Game Rooms. And this definitely has its own style going on. It's definitely more chaotic, which I love. Absolutely. Flapster going a little bit chaotic to match the mood. The whack-a-mole area, I love that. Top Flapster Mickey, top 3. Only 3 laps through here as well, so it's a pretty long track. Certainly seems to be quite windy. There's a ton of just fun flair in this track. I'm literally obsessed with this track. The competitive players are probably not huge fans, but this is an amazing, amazing track. I am obsessed. Wow. And they're still going on lap 1. So player veering off to the side. Anakin actually is going to be the player veering off. Mickey also going to wreck as well. Top and Flapster duking it out as we head into lap 2. Flapster, yeah, taken way inside, but eventually the centrifugal not going to be working out any longer. Top does bump up off the wall, though, which lets Flapster by for the side. Look at that from Flapster. Oh, my God. These guys know the track. That is so sick. Look, Top goes back on the inside. Right. Oh, Flapster takes it back, though. Flapster goes up. Top goes around. Not going to matter much. Big U-turn. Oh my God. Top's going to be able to do it. Look at him zip through. Up and over. Main test. Flapster bumps off and flips over right into a ramp. The worst spot you can be having to flip your car in. Mickey is not quite going to catch up to Flapster, but Top is definitely going to be breaking away. I love this track. This is amazing. It reminds me of that Crash Bandicoot track a little bit too, the Crash Bandicoot crossover track that I can't think of the name of, that we used to race on IO all the time. What a fun track. Let's go ahead and see who else we got. Mickey and Anakin. On the turn, Anakin gonna have to slow it down. Flapster's here in the mix as well. Anakin on the inside, gonna bump him out of the way. Mickey has no choice but to accept his fate, getting around the little train. U-turn. Mickey sliding. That should be enough. Oh, but wait, there's more. Oh, Mickey bumps as well. Now there's Maddie trying to chase Mickey, but Maddie not executing quite well enough either. Not gonna be able to catch Mickey off of that, but hold on, Flapster. Called it a little bit prematurely. Hey, Anakin on the inside, and that's going to be that. Oh, he locks in second place, taking it away from Flapster. What a heartbreaker for Flapster. Oh, man. What a way to lose that second place there in the final turn. And it is time to spin the wheel once more as we wrapped up our third set of 3. We're going to be headed to Library, Helios, and Elementary 1. I am going to bring us over to our car selection screen. We got the one and only Famous in the house as well. Much love to you. Great to have you in here. Saying Monk S. spin that. I think we were about to get Harvester, and then it heard me singing, and I was like, hold on. Dr. Grudge is going to be the car. And he skips. And he skips. We are going skip free on the day, it seems. Did somebody call 6 doctors? That is my only question, because we are going to have 6 grudges coming into the library. Hopefully, whoever it is will be okay. It sounds pretty serious. Maybe someone got upset at someone else for being a little bit too loud in their personal space at the library. Got some skins here. Interesting. Okay. Wild skin on Flapster. That is that's like an 80s skin. A very 80s vibes. Interesting. Maybe some 70s. Oh, the bounces though, not going to be particularly forgiving. I feel like that was more user error than car error. I feel like the Dr. Grudge is generally pretty reliable. Flapster is going to be piloting out through those, stairwell ramp turns to start us off. He's going to have to go through some stairwell ramp decline turns here now. Top, cutting him off on the top. Has been doing that all day, and it's a heartbreaker for Flapster because he gets caught up under the wheel of one of those little carts as well, which means he's going to lose all of his speed and all of his positions too, as he falls back to 4th place. Top has been, the cornering has been, I've said it a bunch, it's been amazing out of Top. That's really where he's found his advantages here today. It's just been taking those corners a little bit more narrow. Okay, I don't know if that was a user error. Actually, when I see Maddie do it, I'm like, that looked like that was pretty good from Maddie. But his car just goes completely sideways. Anakin in the duel with Maddie. Go the bump. But hold on. Oh, Anakin actually benefits from that bump. Okay. Maddie gets the retake. Oh my goodness. That is really the scariest part of library for me. Is that area when you're turning into that final area that looks like you're in a jail all of a sudden. That is the scariest area of library for me. And library does have a lot of scary areas. As Top flips his car, it feels kind of like an RNG fest. Maybe you got to control your speed going into it a little bit to make sure you get that perfect accuracy. But they're not done yet. They've got, a lap and a half here to go. So there actually is plenty of time for one of these drivers to make a mistake, not naming anyone in particular, of course. Maybe the leader of the race, could be a candidate for such things. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm Raven Simone. Okay, Top spins around. Maddie07 going to be starting off lap 4 in the lead. Maddie, Top, Anakin. 50 meters back is Mickey. Let's see how the jumps go. Maddie nails that one, unfortunately for Top. And Anakin doesn't even want the jump. He just drives around the side. Oh, he tries a little bit too hard to edge out in the corner. Will there be any mistakes from Maddie here? Currently in first. And he looks pretty smooth sailing. But of course, we got this area right here. The biggest challenge. Oh, loses speed, but nothing too catastrophic. And it will be Maddie, Top, Anakin, Mickey. Oh, Flaps are trying to catch. Just a little bit too far back in the straightaway. Slug for the Pog. Slug for the Pog. Kaimak winding his way around. The scenic route. Okay, so that was, I believe, our first track. Yes, that was Library. We still got Helios, and we've got Elementary 1 to finish us off for our Dr. Grudges. And then after that, we're only going to have one more car selection. So there's only 4 cars left at this point. RC Bandit, Fat Slug, Colonel Moss, and Harvester. And I'm not going to lie, y'all. Our chances of getting that Fat Slug look slim, but it's definitely the one with the most personality. It just depends. More importantly, though, we've got Helios. Now, with the slow cars, I expect them to go all on the inside. Yeah, nothing crazy happening. The bumps from Anakin, he just goes straight forward. That was smart. Anakin gets a lot from that. All the other drivers taking the safe route. But I think taking the risky route on the Dr. Grudge, you can just drive in a straight line. I think it's pretty smart. We'll see how it continues to fare for these drivers. Lapser, random bounce, not being too beneficial for him. But the main thing is this turn. Anything crazy? Yeah, again, they're not really fast enough for any crazy shenanigans. But Maddie does find an overtake at a beautiful spot. Really well done. Just a clean overtake. No shenanigans. Question is, though, look at Anakin. He goes for the slingshot over the stairs. Maddie is going to be taking the same inspiration there. Top continuing to hold down first place. Been putting on a show for us. Top and Anakin certainly have. Will Maddie be able to make an impact here? Find that first place. 2 first places in a row if Maddie could do it. And don't forget, y'all, we got Mickey right there in the mix as well. The door, again, slow speed, door not as big of an issue for these drivers. Lapser managing to pass up Kaimak in the meantime. Anakin, whoa, so aggressive, and the payoff is huge as he is able to overtake Maddie just like that. Gets right up on top of Top as well. But I just worry. I feel like there's not that many great spots. It's just going to take pace, essentially. I think it's just going to be a pace game, and Top doesn't really have that many more pace checks left to do. So this is going to be really tough for Anakin to find that window. But we saw Maddie find the window on, I believe, lap 1. So it is possible. He's certainly aiming for it, gunning. No, Top's not going to give him any semblance of a hope for that. Top is just going to be able to lock down that first place. Anakin, Maddie in a row. Flapser managing to pass up Mickey in the meantime. I missed that, unfortunately. The Mickey versus Flapser showdown there. Flapser will win out on that one. And we got one more track of the Dr. Grudge before we finish off the day with our final car choice. Before we get there, let's go ahead and finish it off with Elementary 1. This is one of our smaller tracks. We're going to have 6 laps here. It may be smaller, but this is one of my favorites here. I do really like the vibes. Pretty fun race line. We'll see if any of the drivers fall for any of the tricks within this track. Like the balls. Ooh, interesting. The turn jump posing an issue for some of these drivers. Laps are going outside. the wall bounce. Very slight, very slight. And with this being rookies, again, this is a much more straightforward race line. Unfortunate. Maddie manages to find the inside turn. Maddie and Anakin on the Dr. Grudge especially. It has been a showdown. A couple more turns for this lap. Anakin, he's using the same tactic that Maddie was for the original pass. There he is, but Maddie's able to defend on the second turn. Taking the long-sided decision there. On the inside. Holds inside, defensive driving from Maddie. You got to be careful through here. Fortunately, Anakin not going to go for any mutually assured destruction yet. Lap 4. Getting really up close and personal. But Maddie still with perfect defensive driving. Maddie maybe overcorrecting that situation. Anakin's trying to take advantage of it. Maddie continues the defensive driving. He's got 2 more laps to do of it though. Anakin just needs to find one window is the issue in Maddie's plan. He's not winning by pace. But this is all the overtake spots are pretty narrow, and that's definitely working to Maddie's advantage. Again, are we going to see any kind of bombing there on that last turn when we get to lap 6? Anakin has not let Maddie out of... maybe he has, honestly. I mean, Maddie is been slowly racking up a little bit here, a little bit there. It feels like he's giving it all away in an instant, though, as Anakin is right back on his bumper. He's going to go for the bomb, and he is going to take it. Oh, my God. Anakin, shameless with the bomb, going to be doing serious car damage to Maddie, leaving him with the repair bill and the silver. And it says, sorry, P, as if he feels any remorse for what he just did. Absolutely incredible. Kaimak is going to be finishing it off. Insane. We've got one last car here, folks. Which one is it going to be? We'll find out right now. Dun. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We're not choosing that. We're not choosing that. We're not choosing that. We got to get rid of Dr. Grudge. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Give me the fat slug, the fat slug. The fat slug. Ah! RC Bandit. The classic. The absolute classic. You can't be too upset about that one. Anakin's going to immediately say, skip. Skip, skip. We got 4 skips. We got 4 skips. All right, we go back to it. It has been, I do, right? RC Bandit has been skipped. Oh my God. I can't believe they've done this. Now the question is, who's gonna be the bad guy? Who's gonna be the bad guy? Anakin says skip 4 times. You can't do that, Anakin. Oh, the moment of truth. The moment of truth. Y'all can't see it, but there have been 3 skips. There have been 3 skips, but will there be a 4th? Will there be a 4th? He says Bo. What is Bo? Bo. What is Bo? Maddie says, please. Anakin says, Bo? What is Bo? Plaza says, Bo. And Top is going door to door asking for skips. He's like, please, sir, a skip? Please, sir, skip. Oh, Flaps admit no. I was like, Bo. Bo. All right. All right. It is looking like it's going to be the Fat Slug. We got a couple desperate people begging for the skip. Please, please skip this, skip this. But it looks like the one true rookie. Damn, buh. Top says, okay, it will be a shitbox. I mean, Fat Slug. Oh my god. We got some haters in the building. But guess what? Honk don't care. It's time for Jailhouse Rock and those Fat Slugs. Now, something to know about the Fat Slug. Obviously, number one is it's very heavy. Which can be important for things like ramps, going up or down. Number two is it has very slow acceleration. But number three is it has very high top speed. I wouldn't say very high top speed, but you know, you get the idea. If you're able to, you know, continue accelerating for a while, then you will eventually be able to actually reach a pretty fast speed, considering, you know, how terrible the car is. So this is going to be great. I think Jailhouse Rock is the perfect time to be putting this car to the test. We're going to have a couple moments for, you know, top speed. One thing I feel like it will excel at is control. I don't think the ramps or anything are going to be too big of an issue. We got a 6 skin coming out of Anakin. We got a cool skin from Top as well. Rocking those custom Fat Slug skins, looks beautiful. Flapser with the 6 skin as well. And of course, this stock is amazing too. The drop down. Oh my god, that jump is weird. Okay, I might have spoken a little bit too soon. Flapser is spinning around. See, you gotta try to keep that speed up. Obviously, when you're in a narrow sewer like that, it's going to be really difficult. The famous says there is no speed, period. Come on. Oh my god. And one thing I didn't account for was the wide body. The wide body of the Fat Slug. Fortunately, or hopefully, they're not going to run into that issue again. They've learned their lesson. But you got to give a wide berth of ballistics to things like poles and such, and maybe walls as well. It'd be a good suggestion. Flapser is going to be leading after lap 1. Mickey in second, Top in third. And look at that, Fat Slug reaching 30 miles per hour. That's pretty fast. If you ask me, 31 miles per hour even. That is great speed. You could almost put this thing on a road, drive this thing to Walmart, have it get some groceries for you. You don't want to drive that fast inside though. And the slugs are out. It looks like a gang. Oh my god, the inside for Top. He's gonna go for the inside again. He's battling it out with Flapser. Oh my god. Boosted through the drop down. With the turn, Flapser able to keep it in. Oh my god, the car is going every which way. Mickey and Anakin dueling it out as well. Top, Flapser, Anakin, and Mickey. Top is looking great through here. Climb up. Oh, okay, we're all avoiding it that time. You can see the angling from Top. He loves to go for that wide outside into a narrow cut into the turn. Feels like it almost cost him there. Ooh, unfortunate moment for Flapser as Mickey is going to overtake. Anakin misses the entryway. And now Top. He's got a pretty clear route to victory. Mickey is going to be sitting in second. Poor Mickey running into the filing cabinet is able to block out Maddie and say, give me that speed. Thank you very much. But unfortunately for Mickey, it's going to be tough to find second at this point. Top Rex! Oh my god, he was 50 meters in the lead. I thought it was over, but he wrecks out of nowhere. Hold on. Trying to get through the chain link fence. They will manage to, of course, around into the incline. Another turn. And it comes down once more to Top versus Anakin. The drop turn. The scariest part of the track, in my opinion. Mickey in third. Flapster in fourth. But of course, Top and Anakin taking that 1-2 spot. Top said, a moth flew into my face and I crashed. Oh my god. Alright, our last two tracks are going to be Downtown 1, followed by Supermarket 2. I'm loving the buh. Buh is my new favorite word. I'm going to start saying that. Alright, Downtown 1. If I remember correctly, this is a pretty active track. There's just like random stuff happening. There's like a random car, maybe multiple. I think they go down into an underground area. There is the traffic. Fortunately for them, not gonna have to quite drive on the road yet. Mickey getting some airtime. The narrow alleyways should be easy enough for the Fat Slug to manage, but of course, gotta account for its birth, its width, as they go into the sewers. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know, only some hardcore RV racers are going into the sewers to race their RV cars for the championship. Anakin and Top. Once more, Anakin avoiding to get any air, whereas Top did get some air, and it also destabilized him a bit. Mickey's going to be thankful for that, as he's quite close behind as well. But Flapster cutting through. I like this cut from Flapster. Hold on, he's almost passed up Mickey. He will be able to stay in there. The drop down. Into the turn, Flapster overtake. Oh. Flapster going for the wall ride, not the move. Mickey gonna give him another opportunity to get ever so closer. But these narrow areas, Mickey has no hope to pass right now, and he definitely doesn't want to bump into Flapster. Could have catastrophic effects. Oh my god, I thought they were gonna get hit by that car. But there are actually two routes through here. Fortunately for Mickey and Flapster. And they are on the final lap, so it's going to be Anakin leading, Top in second, Flapster and Mickey in third and fourth. The jump. Getting some airtime. Does Flapster go for the wall ride? Nope, just keeps it close. Top continuing to hunt down Anakin. We're watching first, second, and third, fourth. Oh, Wall bang. Wait, where did Mickey come from? No, that was just Flapster wrecking, I suppose. Oh my god, Flapster potentially going to be giving up second place. Hold on, he went the wide way as well. Okay, Flapster will be able to finish it up. No, I'm sorry, that was Maddie who came out of nowhere there. That blew my mind. Maddie just out of nowhere. But it will be another finish. Top 2 for Anakin and Top. We've got one track left, folks. It is going to be Supermarket 2. Supermarket 2 for the NASCAR finisher here. Shout out to my NASCAR enjoyers. Flapster with the CHT tag on his Fat Slug. That's all I'm saying. Check out that CHT tag. I'm not accusing my man of cheating. And let's get into it. Oh my god, fresh food only at Food Vault. We got some cheesecake in the freezer. We got some burgers. We got some bleach. We got best milk, a little bit of everything. And of course, we got the freezer section right here for the Fat Slugs. On the inside, Kaimak and Mickey already wrecking out. Flapster and Maddie have some issue getting through the doorway as well. And it's going to be Top and Anakin once again. It wasn't that way when we started the race, but gradually it's just grown to be these two duking it out. Anakin with an early recto on the side of the wall. Top can't, I mean, it's a really wide car, which makes it really tough to stay on the inside area through the ice. You want to be staying on this thick white inside area. And it is pretty tricky. Mickey almost takes Flapster for a ride that he didn't sign up for, but going to be able to keep it straight forward. Anakin, Maddie, second, third, and Top in first. And sure, these cars are all visible to each other, but for the Fat Slug, this is still pretty far away. Mickey is a whole 115 meters behind these drivers. The front three have completely broken away from the rest of the pack, and we've still got 3 laps left to go here. Will anyone else mess up through this inside area? As I say it, Anakin bumps off, and he's not able to get through the freezer area, spinning his wheels a bit more. Maddie is going to gladly take second place here, but he's got 40 meters to go. If he wants to pass up Top, you know what that means. Top needs to wreck on lap 6. And it's looking like Top might be able to make it all the way through. Just has to nail the freezer section a couple times, which he already did once. Looks like he's already got lap traffic here as well. Poor Flapster. Oh no. Don't lap the man. Top is like, is that a radar bug? On the inside, he's going to be able to make it through. Only has to do that one more time. And he's got first place locked in. And I think if he wins this one, he's probably just taking first place for the session as well. It might be Anakin, but it's probably going to be Top here. Final lap begins. And there it is. Top is going to be able to finish it off very cleanly. But there's still this duel between Maddie and Anakin. Maddie is not going to be able to finish it off. Kaimak passes up 2 as well. He's passed up Mickey and Flapster. Flapster is trying to pass up one. I would have never thought it possible when he was getting lapped. But oh my god, they both wreck a bit. I thought that was Flapster's golden opportunity. Instead, it will be locked down. GG's across the board. It was a pleasure to be able to bring y'all the Pure Racing EXP event for today's session. We're going to be having, I think, 5 sessions in total. As we go from rookies, I'm assuming all the way up to pros, probably going to be sticking with the stocks. But that is going to be that for now. Y'all got a little glimpse. I believe we should have amateur next week, same time, same place. Should be 2015 UTC here on my channel. So for now, I think we're going to be wrapping it up. I'm not sure if he's going to have the results ready or not right now. Famous, it's been a pleasure to have you here, as always. Thank you for always coming in and supporting Revolt Esports, having a good time, and vibing out. It's always a pleasure to have you in here, buddy. We had OG as well. I'm not sure if OG's still in here, but OG was going wild in the chat, and it was so good to have you in here. And to our other viewers as well, we had some of our regulars pop in, pop out. I'm sure we got plenty of lurkers as well hanging out. Yeah, it's really up to you. Like, I'm down to stick around and show the results, or if you're like, you know, if you want to see the results, you can just check the Revolt competitive channel. That's fine too. But yeah, shout out. We had Kippy as well, of course. Massive shout out to Kippy, Mickey, Flapser. We had Keela Baris in the house for a moment. Makakowski, Rog, saying Peru Esclave, Ertzu with the Indust We Trust. I missed you, buddy. I missed your message. Thank you for that one. We had Lopesca as well in the house. Yeah, sure. I'll stick around. Don't ever stop. Don't ever stop. Don't ever stop. All right, y'all, we are just waiting around for the results. Just so y'all know what we are up to. A little bit of information about the pre. This is a 5-week event with only stock cars and main pack IO tracks. We'll play all classes, 1 class per week, presumably going from the weakest to the strongest. Every session will have 4 races per car. You'll have 1 skip available for each car. Down, down, down. now, 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 now. The Flaps are in the house. Welcome in, Flaps. We're waiting for the results here. Ixie says, where race? Welcome in, Ixie. You actually missed the races. Awkward. We're actually waiting for the results right now. But you can always check the next week of action. This is a 5-week event. 2015 UTC is the start time. Next week we will be doing amateurs. Boom, 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 boom. Lazy Ace in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. Unfortunately, the races are over for today. Waiting to show you all the results, and then we will wrap it up. But every Saturday, 2015 UTC, for the next 4 weeks after this, we'll all have PREE pre-games. Yeah, just an extended break. We're gonna have about a 7-day extended break here. Exactly, exactly. Flapser with the sub. Thank you, Flapser. Much appreciated, much appreciated. Thank you for supporting Revolt Esports. Not only do you compete, not only do you do the videography and the imagery, etc., you're also monetarily supporting Revolt Esports. Very, very, very much appreciate it, Flapser. Much love, my buddy. That is definitely how I felt while finally getting to cast a competitive Revolt. Not competitive Revolt, a competitive Fat Slug match. Three maps of competitive Fat Slug had me looking just like that. It really is. It really is. Much love to Mickey. Ooh, Cash Cub, absolutely. There was a cup series that I used to do called the Revolt Cash Cup. I don't think you were around during it, but basically, everyone who wanted to be entered into the Cash Cup would subscribe to the channel, and then all the money that I got from the subscriptions would all go into the channel, or I mean, would go into the cup, and then basically all the drivers would be competing for the money that they put into the cup. You could also do like a donation or whatever. Like you could donate, or you could just, or you could subscribe. I made the donation less than the cost of subscription because obviously when you know, Amazon pockets some of it. Yeah, it was really fun. It was honestly years ago. It was years ago. We had, it was like Frostbitten, Famous. We maybe would have like Wurzel. Just like the usual competitive crowd back in the day. We had plenty of G-Force. We had like, it wasn't like a ton of people that did it. I was hoping that we would have more, but it was still really fun to do. I love the idea of having some money on the line. It made it really fun. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Don't ever stop. Yeah, I wonder where Wurzel is. Hope he's doing good. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the community. I hope are doing good. One, Bloxit, Duck, of course. Plenty of others, I'm sure. Well, it's taking quite a bit for this. I do kind of want to go eat and, you know, do some stuff, so I think we may go ahead and wrap it up here in a few minutes if we don't have the results. Not really big deal because it's going to be a 5-week event, so I don't know if there's like maybe some technical holdups or something. Not a big deal. I'll stay live for a little while longer. I do love this song. Excellent top. Bo. 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 All right. Oh, hell yeah. Got a nice little image from Top. Thank you very much, Top. All right, let's get this set up for us here. Yes, Flabster. All right, you are looking at the final. Actually, no, you're not. Yes, you are. You are looking at the final results here of the PREE Week 1. We have got Top with 252 points, Anakin with 245, and I had a good feeling that it was either going to be Top or Anakin, and I felt like Top had gotten a couple more wins. You can see the wins count for quite a lot. The wins are 20 points, I believe. Second place is 15, and third place is 12. Or no, third place is 13. So you get a lot of points extra for winning. So Top did get the edge there. We had Maddie in third. Kind of on an island points-wise, but I mean, Top and Anakin doing crazy work. Flapser in fourth. Mickey in fifth, and Kaimak in sixth will round us out. And it has been a pleasure, y'all. Again, Flapster, thank you so much for that subscription. Shout out to all the people who stuck around. And also, much love for everyone who tuned in. We'll be back with more PREE Session 2 next Saturday at 2015 UTC. And until then, have a lovely time racing online. We'll see you again soon. Much love. Goodbye. Session will not be on Saturday, so it'll be some other day next week. Oh, game show. That's right. We are going to have the game show. I'll be covering the game show on the 28th. So that will be covered then. So be on the lookout for the game show happening in that slot. We'll have the PREE at a different slot. Until then, y'all, much love and goodbye.